Hey, Ruthy, we're gonna start without you.
Are you awake?
Oh, there she is.
Oh, oh, oh,
I I do not
oh.
have to send the message out anymore.
I sent it. I'm sorry. She's awake. Guys, she's awake.
I'm awake. Sorry, I was
Okay.
picking up my laundry from the washer, from the dryer.
Oh, no, oh yeah. See, I was doing laundry too. That's the reason why I pushed the time. Um,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was about to finish in 3 minutes.
yeah. Mine
I was
is
like-
mine is finished, but I'm gonna have to fold it afterwards. So
Mm.
Wow, you guys fold your laundry? Wow.
wait. You
Overachievers
don't?
here.
You don't?
Overachievers here.
As opposed to
Yeah, as opposed
You know,
to
you
what?
just leave it there on the chair and then eventually you use it so you don't have to fold.
Wow.
Goes back
I-
into the
I
hamper.
wish.
chair.
I wish I had like a dedicated room where I could just toss clothes there and then just pick it up.
Yeah, it's called the closet.
No, that's the reason why you
Oh,
fold
don't
it.
even go into my closet.
Yeah.
My closet's a whole nother story.
That's the reason why
Yeah,
you
those are
fold
my
it.
closet.
Yeah, that's the reason why you fold
Ideally-
it.
Yeah, to me, ideally, I would just throw the clothes away, but I would at least like to iron whatever the week's worth of clothes. You know what I mean? Like a 5-day work week, I at least want to iron press down like 5 shirts.
Wow.
ready to go.
Iron and
You
press.
iron your shirts?
It's just like
Wow.
random t-shirts.
Yeah, it's
Like
more.
t-shirts.
That's
He's
more
a
than I
nepo
do.
You
baby.
iron your t-shirts?
That's
a
more than I
nepo
do.
baby.
It's
Okay.
not
Thank you.
doing nepotism.
I
Jeez.
send it
I'm
to
just
the
sorry.
cleaners. I
Because
send
he's
whatever
gotta at
needs to
least look
be.
good at work. You know.
Yeah.
I send whatever needs to be ironed to the cleaners, or like I have a steamer.
No, I'm just saying
I have a
these are
steamer.
these are like cheapy like Gap clothes from like Gap and stuff like that. I don't dress up for work and stuff.
He
But I think-
called
I
Gap
think at
clothes
least,
cheap.
of course, yeah, of course. I'm bougie that way. I don't wear my fancy
I mean,
clothes
he is
unless it's the
Batman.
weekend.
He's Bruce
He
Wayne.
is Batman. You're not just called the Gap cheap. Wow. Okay. All right.
No,
That
I
was
don't. I
real
don't call it the Gap
positive.
cheap. I think society as a whole, you know what I'm saying.
You are society.
Yeah. The people are spoken is what I'm saying. It's even in their brand, like what do you call it? Old Navy is really cheap and stuff like that, and then
Oh my God.
Gap is less cheap, and Banana Republic
That's
is
true.
you know what I'm saying?
Public's
They don't-
good.
Yeah.
There was one time I went to the swap meet and there's, they have like, it was like, obviously it's the cultured swap meet. There's a lot of Mexicans there. But there was a dress that was like, looked like it was like made in Mexico and all that. Because they had like the cultural, like, it was just like cut that way. And I got so excited and I was like, oh my God, I want to buy it. And then I look at the tag and it's Old Navy. And I'm just like, ma'am, this is Old Navy. And she was still trying to sell it to me. I was like, oh no, I'm no longer interested. And my mom's like, you made her feel really bad. I'm like, why? It was an Old Navy dress.
What's funny is that Old
She
Navy dress.
bamboozled you.
Yeah, that Old Navy dress that look from like Mexican heritage,
Mexico?
made in China. You know what I'm saying? Made in China.
No, yeah. So just these
Steaming.
things.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's cultural appropriation, but with a twist, an extra twist of the knife. The fact that it's made in China. There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Stuff and Junk Show. We share our opinions on random subjects from interesting news, social topics, pop culture, our likes and dislikes, things we've seen, heard, or read, what we did, and what we did. Stuff and junk. Hello, my name is Albert.
My name is Ruthy.
This is Jiaming.
This is Anna.
I thought I'd start it off since this is Halloween week and just go over like some of the top trending Halloween costumes of 2024 according to Google.
Oh God.
May as well. You guys want to make any guesses before I jump into the list?
It's something horse.
Bloody
Think of
nurse.
that.
Bloody
Bloody
Nurse.
Nurse.
Something horse. Yeah, that's right.
I have a top 20. Oh, hold on. I have a
Something
top.
slutty.
2024.
Hold on. I have a top 25 from Google here.
Uh-huh.
I do not see Bloody Nurse unless you have a specific name for Bloody Nurse.
Not bloody nurse, slutty nurse.
Oh, Slutty Nurse. I don't think there's anything. These are the character costumes, like they're based on something.
Wicked.
So not
I was
generic.
just
Wicked.
I'm gonna say it's still carried over from last year. Barbie.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Okay,
Ooh,
hold
that's a good one.
on. I do not see Barbie. Barbie's on this list, oddly enough.
Oh, okay.
Deadpool Wolverine, you got Wolverine, number 14. You got Lady Deadpool, number 10. Okay, where's Deadpool?
Wow.
Oh, Lady
really
Deadpool
made that much.
shows up, but not Deadpool himself? That's odd. Okay.
There has to be
is it a
something from
Blake
the
Lively?
Olympics.
And
Is it because of Blake Lively?
maybe.
Mhm.
And the other character from Deadpool Wolverine that's on the list is Gambit, number 17.
Oh.
Oh, Olympics, the Olympics, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
I don't
Dogg.
know.
I do
The
not
Olympics.
see Snoop Dogg. Well, I
Any-
mean, there's something Olympics
Anything from the
related.
Olympics?
Want to be more specific? The most obvious
I
answer?
don't know.
Oh, the Australian dancer.
Yes, Ray
Quick
Gun.
answer.
Ray Gun, number
Okay,
two.
alright.
Number 2 on the list. Look at that.
Okay.
Ruthy, do you have any other guesses?
If we're going
Beetle-
Beetlejuice would be good. Yeah, Beetlejuice is a good idea. That's Anna's though.
No. Okay, we'll go with Beetlejuice.
what
Beetlejuice.
about-
You got Lydia Dietz, number
Anna, can I
23.
steal it?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, what?
I said, Anna, can I steal it? Because Anna
Yeah,
said it
steal
first.
it.
Oh, did Anna
Thanks,
say
girl.
Beetlejuice?
Take it away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not making any points. I'm just asking your guesses here. But Beetlejuice has Lydia Dietz, number 23. Beetlejuice at number 16 for Delia. Which one is the mom? Which was the daughter? Oh, Lydia's the daughter, right?
I don't know.
Oh, the
What
mom is
about,
more popular. That's weird.
That's a
What,
legacy
like-
costume.
Are you talking about the original or the new one? Because I didn't watch the new
Yeah.
one.
Well, are they both in the original and the new one?
Yeah.
I don't
Delia?
know. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, the original costume, the original daughter and stuff, the original movie, it's more of a distinct look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One of these has gotta be what's your name? What's your name? Have
Jenna
that-
Ortega?
Ortega?
Yeah, one of these
Or,
must be Jenna Ortega. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh, like Wednesday?
Yes, like Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wednesday not on the list. The other Beetlejuice here is Dolores, or is that Jenna Ortega? I don't know.
I think we spent too
No,
much time on
Dolores is
Beetlejuice.
the
Beetlejuice.
stepmom.
and hold on. One more Beetlejuice. Shrunken Head Bob, and
Yeah,
he
that's a legacy
lands
one.
at number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
They did him dirty, by the way, in that movie. By the way, no
Oh, we
spoilers.
did? In the new one?
I vaguely remember the movie because I fell
Yeah.
asleep. But okay.
You're lucky. You're the lucky one. But I'm gonna guess. Guess one more pop culture movie one. I'll say Inside Out.
Inside Out on the list, you got Joy at number 21.
There
You
you go.
got Anxiety at number 15. Disgust at number 13. Anger at number 12. Envy at number 6. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any more guesses before I just jump into the list?
What
Jump
about
into it.
Disney?
That's very vague. How about Disney?
I was waiting for Anna to finish. Agatha? Agatha all along? Agatha Harkness.
I do not see any Agatha stuff in the top 25.
No?
Yeah.
No. All right.
I guess it didn't come out early enough.
Anna, do you have one more guess or Jiaming?
Oh,
If we're
just
gonna
give
guess
us the list.
Disney, maybe Moana, but that's coming out later this year.
Not in the list. Not in 25.
Yeah. All right. What's the
What
list?
about pop culture? What about because I feel like I hear what's her name? Sabrina Carpenter everywhere, and she has a very specific look. Like,
Number 9.
of people dressing up like her.
Number 9.
Interesting. Okay.
There we go.
Mm.
Anna, last guess or no?
No, just give it to me.
All right. 25, Godzilla. 24, Soulja Boy. Why is Soulja Boy still on the list?
He's having a resurgence.
Is
He's
he
having
really?
A resurgence. Are we doing the whole 25?
I'm going to just run right through it. I mean, you can stop me if you
Oh,
want.
okay.
But
No,
23, Lydia Dietz
Let's
from
do whole 30.
Beetlejuice. 22, Peely from Fortnite. Don't know what that is. 21, Joy from Inside Out. Number 20, Shadow the Hedgehog. Number 19, Minion. 18, Dune. That's very vague, Dune. 17, Gambit. 16, Delia Dietz. 15, Anxiety. 14, Wolverine. 13, Disgust. 12, Anger. 11, Chipotle Burrito. Okay.
Mm.
Wait, what?
Chipotle
An
Burrito.
actual burrito.
Yeah, I guess.
Was that a thing at some point this year?
I have
Like a
no
Chipotle
idea.
Burrito.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. Number 10, Lady Deadpool. Number 9, Sabrina Carpenter. Number 8, Doctor Doom. Number 7, Red from Descendants. Descendants. Oh, that's the
Oh, the movie. Disney Channel movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
6, Envy. 5, Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus? Question mark?
What?
the
That must be
amazing
kids thing.
the Amazing Digital Circus. Pomni.
It's a kids thing.
It's a
Yeah,
kid's
it's got
thing.
kids thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4, Dolores. Number 3, Catnap. I don't even know what this is. Catnap.
I don't know what that is. I think that falls under the category of a slutty costume. I'm guessing the cat costume.
Catnap. Or number 2,
Okay.
Raygun. And number 1, Shrunken Head Bob.
Mhm.
There you go. That's the top 25 most seeked out Halloween costumes of 2024, according to Google. I'm Googling Catnap now. Costume. It is... Oh, it's a cat. costume. It looks like a cat with like a scary cat. It's a scary cat.
Yeah.
It's purple. Then he has like a moon logo on us in his collar. Whatever. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on. This
It's like the cat version of Mouse. What's that Mouse DJ? Mouse 5 or something?
Dead mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse. There you go.
Or-
Mouse 5. Wow.
Mouse 5.
You're-
Oh, I get it now. Dead Mouse 5. Dead Mouse. I gotcha.
God, you guys. Y'all kill me.
I'm showing my age.
Okay.
Yeah. That mouse 5.
Okay.
No comment.
It's the 819th episode of the show, and as of this recording, it's currently I don't know what time it is. I still have the Famoa Madagascar thing listed here. So, and Famoa Madagascar at whatever time. And it's time to take a look and see what's up with the month of October. So yeah, this is the go ahead and do the October recap here. It's actually a decently short list because a lot of it is politics stuff, and I don't think we're gonna go over that. But the PD scandal really made a head this month. Anybody actually following that?
What is it?
Oh, the
PD.
P. Diddy scandal?
Puff Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The 10,000 baby oil.
Yeah,
products.
but that
Very
seems to be the
disturbing.
most popular thing that came out of it. Is that?
And that the fact that all the high profile celebrities have gone AWOL or abroad.
Quiet. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that maybe Jamie Foxx was poisoned, and that's how everything started. 'cause he
Is that another one?
eradicated
Wow.
that. It's
Yep.
the newest update on that. It's like you know how we had a mysterious like heart
Stroke.
attack last year. Yeah,
Mhm.
stroke. And it was probably P. Diddy. And so when he like came back, he was like, "Oh, I'm calling the FBI on you."
Yeah. I mean, this. Go ahead.
My biggest hope to come out of this story, obviously, besides P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, whatever their name is, going to jail is. I hope we get something that we didn't get with the Jeffrey Epstein thing is all these names getting released and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of these billionaires and all this hiding behind and doing whatever. Execute. I would say execute Jeffrey Epstein. I think we all buy into that conspiracy. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of that silence. I'm hoping there's a wider consequence in this case versus the Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
So you're
know what I mean?
saying that somebody's gonna assassinate P. Diddy in jail?
I mean, he shouldn't just live with one eye open. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way he's surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are at the end of the month. This story started in September. It's still going strong in October. It's still going strong still. So
Because it keeps going.
And all the things that keep coming out, like the baby oil was laced with like the drugs to like numb the like. It's just horrible.
It's just horrible. It's
Like,
horrible stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's no question about P. Diddy's guilt. It's obvious. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just hoping for a wider consequence for the people that were involved. You know what I mean? You don't do what he did on that scale without hundreds of people involved and stuff, and also not just like coronating all these women and all this illegal stuff, but also people participating and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just not him on a wild weekend. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, I'm doing all this for me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's other participants and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, knock on wood.
Participants or reluctant participants.
Yeah. It's a story that's going to keep going probably till next year. Next up here, we got the vice president debate. Anybody want to add 2 words to that or nothing?
Was that this month?
That was this month.
That's my that's like a million years ago.
Yeah,
Good
it does feel like a while.
That was this month, seriously? I really thought that was in September.
That was early this month.
Yeah. I mean, whatever your hot takes are, whatever everybody's hot take for that 2-hour debate is, the fact that one person said, you know what? Hey, I thought we weren't going to fact check. I think that makes that one. I think that makes that one candidate disqualified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever else you gotta say about the two candidates, whatever. One said, "Hey, I thought we were gonna." I was like, "It's like, hey, my entire prep was based on lies. How can you fact check me? How dare you?" You know what I mean? I think that makes that one candidate qualified to be vice president.
Yeah. That is one of the 2 things that came out of that. Was that one the hey, I thought we were gonna go fact check. And the other thing was that he's still denying that the election was stolen. Blah, blah.
Yeah. One guy can't get his date straight about when he visited China versus when he went to Hong Kong. Whatever. You know, the other guy say, hey, I thought I could lie. What is this? What are we talking about? What are we
Okay.
talking about here?
Next one on the list
Good
here.
Lord.
This one could have been a much bigger story. It is a big story, but it could have been much bigger. The longshoreman strike. If that lasted longer than it did, there would have been. We would still be talking about it right now. So I'm glad that
Longshoreman strikes are a pain in the ass. I lived through two of them. My memory serves me. One was one of the longest strikes ever under the Obama administration. Those things are not fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it was resolved sooner than later. Dodgers, all about Dodgers this month. So much Dodgers. Exciting stuff. I don't even follow baseball, and I can't avoid Dodgers stuff. So
they're right now knockout. Right now, the 2 wins
Is it
away
their
from.
first time in the World Series since since they were bought by LA?
That can't be true. That can't be true.
They've won the World Series like 4 years ago. They won it the COVID year.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you're talking about Shohei, because Shohei has never gone to the World Series with
He never made the playoffs. He never made the playoffs.
Exactly. And now he's finally here. It's like after all the time he was forced to be in the Angels.
Everything that he wanted has kind of worked out according to plan. Number one, he wanted to go to a team ideally in the West Coast, right? Because he's Japanese American, all that stuff. Number two, he got paid like $700 million, which is great. Always excellent. But he also wanted to go to a team that consistently went to the playoffs. And the Dodgers, whether they win or lose, they always go to the playoffs, right? And the other thing he did was he had deferred payment, like that $700 billion. I think he's only getting paid like maybe $10 million per year. Everything else is like deferred. That way, the Dodgers can load their roster with other talents, and that's really helped, because you mentioned you don't follow baseball a lot, but a lot of the players, the Dodgers, they experience a lot of injuries, but because they're so stacked with talent that his salary helped make, they're in pretty good shape to win it. They're only 2 wins away. They're 2 wins away from winning the World Series.
But as of this recording, he's currently injured. So
yes, he might have dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah. But like you said, the team itself is decently stacked. So yeah. Next up here, gotta mention the Hurricanes, Helene and Milton in the East Coast, south of America, the south part of America. But yeah, I say that because
the south part of America.
I know, because there was this there was this
Okay.
YouTube video that I saw this morning, and they kept referring to the South as South America, and I'm like, dude, that's not the same thing. No, exactly. Like this guy, this not an American. He was doing a video about stuff, right? And he mentioned the south part of America, but he kept calling it South America. And in my head, I'm like, dude, it's not the same thing. And now I'm saying it. God damn it. But yeah.
It's literally driving me wild.
Next up here, Joker 2. Joker 2 bombs in theaters. Yeah.
Oh, I told you that.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the story.
So sad.
My favorite part of the story, Joker 2 cost, I forgot the exact amount, let's say $25 million, right? And then went on to make like $1 billion. But the thing is, DC for Joker 1 brought in other production companies to share the cost. But as a result, they shared the revenue and stuff like that for Joker 1. Guess what they did for Joker 2 that cost $200 million? Guess what they did instead of having other people participate?
Oh, they kept it from themselves?
Yes, they said all 20 million was on them, including the advertising, all that stuff. So guess what happened? I mean, you know what happened.
Yeah, they lost their money. Wow, that's poetic justice. That's poetic justice. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. In September, California became the first state to ban sell by. Wait.
I was like, you cut out. What did they ban?
Hold on. Did I click on the wrong thing here? Yeah, I did. This was a September story.
Okay. It faded out anyway. I didn't hear the story.
I was gonna say California just became the first state to ban sell-by dates, but this is September. This is like late September. I don't know why it's on my October list, but the sell-by dates, guys. I don't know how you feel about it. I used to be pretty strict about it. I kind of still am, actually. If I see a sell-by date, I'm like, it has to be eaten by that date. I don't really follow the plus whatever days. But apparently, according to a lot of researchers, those sell-by dates is literally actually for the store only. Yeah, it doesn't mean the food went bad. It just means means that they should sell it by that date. That's all.
Mm-hmm. And because
if it's eggs, like I've definitely like kept it well past the sell by date because there's
Mhm.
no expiration date. So, I mean, I've never gotten sick, so I think that's fine as long
Yeah.
as it's not like like prepared food. Then that's different.
Yeah.
And also because, oh sorry,
Good.
because how litigious America is, that I do believe there's like a buffer
Mm-hmm.
built for that sell by date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm a person that's +2, +3 of this on a sell by date.
Yeah, and apparently it only causes a lot of food waste because people like myself will be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's already expired. Let's toss in the trash," that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, Anna, thoughts on this? Haven't heard from you.
I YOLO it, man. I mean, I'm probably shouldn't. Well, because a lot of articles this year have come out of people who've like eaten food that they died from, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should be cautious. But I mean, I'm leaving it in the fridge and then I eat it. But I have YOLO'd it a lot, and maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah,
So
I guess we should just go with the standard smell test and mold test. If you see mold, toss it. If it smells bad, toss it. So besides that, I
yeah,
guess that's it. Yeah. The other
When in doubt.
Even in doubt, the other California story that I wanted to mention was that California banned the storefronts, digital storefronts, from allowing them to say buy or purchase when you don't actually own the product. Because a lot of the digital items you buy online, you get a license. You get a license to use it. And,
Oh, okay.
And this actually applies to anything, even your DVDs that you own, the physical one.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, you own a license to have that movie in that DVD for you to play. The difference nowadays is that for digital storefronts, a lot of them are tied to the storefront. A DVD, yeah, you have a license to the movie, but you can play a DVD anywhere practically. For digital goods like games, this is primarily a game story here. Is if you bought a game on Steam, you actually only bought the license to play that game on Steam. If Steam happens to go away, you lost that game.
Yeah.
Right? So the law pretty much says that you can't deceive people into thinking they own this for life when they actually really don't. It's basically all it means. So right now, all digital storefronts, including any game stores, any musical stores, your phones and whatnot, if it's a storefront, you're not allowed to say buy or purchase unless you made it clear to the consumer that they actually don't own it. They just own the license. And this came to a head with Steam, because Steam is the biggest storefront for gamers on the PC, and Steam had that TOS warning in the beginning where you can't use Steam unless you click on this OK, that you agree that you're only buying a license. And everybody who didn't know this went into the internet and raged about it. Like, what do you mean I don't own these games? Blah 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 blah, and it kind of went from there. So it was an ongoing story among consumers of video games online for a while. Yeah.
I kind of mentioned. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I said I kind of mentioned something similar in my own personal experience when I remember I talked about Comixology. I had like thousands, hundreds of comic books back in the day with Comixology, and then when they kind of folded into Amazon and Kindle and stuff like that, I to be fair, I kind of only glanced at it, but I'm like 90% sure that all the comic books I bought back in the day, Comixology did not carry over to Amazon, Kindle, and stuff like that. So
and you can't do anything about it because you only own the license to the digital thing. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. So do you guys still make an effort to buy physical stuff when you can, or no?
Oh yeah,
I do need to do more of that.
This is one of those things I think we talked about this before too. This is something I believe in principle, but in terms of my own actions, I don't want that much stuff. You know what I mean? I don't care about that stuff. You know what I mean? I believe I support it. I support the sentiment. I support people who do it, but I don't like. I'm also a person who's trying to do like net. Was I expected carbon neutral or net zero? I don't want to buy that much stuff. You know what I mean? I don't have that much stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I actually got into an online argument years ago about this when I did mention this exact thing. Like, I'm like typing away. I'm like, if Steam ever goes away, you lose all those games. And I got so much pushback online from that conversation years ago. Yeah. Like, what do you mean you're going to lose a game? That's ours. We bought that. Like why would you spend
Yeah,
$60 for a digital game and not be a chance to play it? And I'm like, no, you can play it as long as Steam is around. But if Steam's not around, you're kind of out of luck. And like that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Like, okay, buddy. It's like whatever.
Oh, mythology, God. They're the only game in town. They're the biggest thing. They're the biggest town. What's that gonna happen?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
All right, moving on. Dave Bautista, the wrestler, Dave Bautista and actor, went viral for making fun of Trump, and that was a pretty fun viral video that he released. It was actually on Jimmy Kimmel Live that he released that, so it's pretty good. Trump saying the enemy within really went the rounds with the media, and I don't know who else needs to be warned that maybe he shouldn't vote for this guy, but there we go. There's that.
It's not looking good, man. He's climbing up every day.
Yeah, well,
he's not actually climbing. Where do people keep getting this? He's climbing up and stuff. I did a deep dive this weekend on social media, on Twitter and stuff like that. If you look at the number, he's not climbing up. They're voting early, right? That's the big thing that they want to get across. They're voting early. Republicans are voting earlier than before, right? But the thing is, that's because they actually changed the message from 2020 and stuff like that. They want people to vote early. But also, if you look at the numbers, the people that are voting early for Republicans, it's the same base. He's not expanding the base and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, and then, but the thing, on the flip side, more women are voting this year than ever before. And unless they're voting for Trump instead of, the overturn Roe v. Wade, the Republicans are actually in trouble. And if you look at some of the early numbers have come in for some of these battleground states, especially Pennsylvania and Georgia. The numbers are okay. They're on track to what Biden. We're a little bit better than what Biden did. So, am I worried? Could anything happen? Yes, but I don't know.
Well,
it looks okay.
You're saying the exact same thing that people were saying in 2016, though, and that's what's concerning.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, that's the
problem. Yeah. But that's the other thing is people keep pointing to 2016. I understand 2016 messed a lot of people up and stuff like that. I agree. Nobody saw that coming, I guess. Whatever. But still, this is 2016. I know. But the thing is, at 2016 versus now, we've lived through administration and stuff like that. We've lived what it's like to be under a thing. That's under his administration. That's totally different, right? You know what I mean? So it's a different mindset. And number two, Hillary Clinton, even though I voted for her, she's obviously more qualified to be president than Trump and stuff like that. The people of America had a relationship with Hillary Clinton that went beyond basic sexism and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She's been in the public life for a long, long time. People had issues with her and stuff like that. So it's not 2016. And also the polls and stuff have whatever problems you have with the polls, they have adjusted for these hidden Trump voters and stuff like that, supposedly and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm just saying I'm cautiously optimistic with the numbers that's coming in. And the other thing is people a lot of the media says polls. Look at the polls. You can totally forget about the polls at this point. Early voting has started. Millions of votes have come in already. You can look at that data at this point. You know what I mean? Never mind the polls. The votes are coming in. The election, they say, is 11 days away, but technically, the election season has started.
It started.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we all endorse Kamala at this point. But when Trump
that's actually going to be my 5 minutes segment. But go ahead.
Okay, well, we'll save that.
Sneak preview.
But the other part that I want to mention, of course, is like the whole thing where apparently Trump likes Hitler, which this is no surprise.
I don't know. None of this is a surprise.
There's more of these stories that come out, and you figured it will change people's mind, and a lot of them are not getting mind change. The whole McDonald's thing with Trump, I thought that was kind of funny in a very sad way, especially because it's all staged, and there's that.
Yeah.
Elon Musk kinda giving people a sweepstake to vote, even though it's quote in quotes, because they're only signing a petition, guys. It's not really illegal. They're only signing a petition. Yeah. Come on.
I read something else about Trump and Musk right now, because like I said, the numbers are starting to come in, especially from Michigan. They really kind of screw themselves in Michigan in the sense that Detroit. I mean, Detroit is the largest voting bloc in Michigan, obviously, and stuff like that. And because Trump is raiding himself around with Elon Musk, how many Tesla factories are in Detroit and Michigan?
There's one.
That's my point. You know what I mean? But you know who is there? Chevy, Ford, and stuff like that. So a lot of the early voting, a lot of people have come out in Detroit, and they're supposedly, some of this stuff is kind of weird because you're not supposed to know who they vote for until election day. But you can tell by the returns, who the Democrats are getting their early votes in early and stuff. Anyway, and new voters and stuff like that. So it's not looking good for him as far as like, hey, maybe he shouldn't have, put Elon Musk in such a high position and stuff like that. At least in terms of Michigan. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. My last story is nothing to do with Trump here. Comic-Con had their open public registration, and that was a big failure.
Well, I heard it went well. No sailing.
Yeah, it went the opposite of well.
Crushed it.
I participated because I wanted to help up some friends, even though I'm not gonna.
Me too.
Yeah, and yeah, it wasn't a crash. The thing that I don't think people understand is it didn't really crash. There was some kind of software issues, from what I understand, and that's the reason why they had to cancel it, because it was much deeper than just it crashed. The details weren't revealed to us, but what me and Anna know is that some people who got in couldn't purchase any badges, so that was already fishy in the first place. So, and then it kind of went from there. Yeah.
Are you guys looking to go next year?
No, I mean, obviously I'm trying to get there as press, so there's that.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother.
And I am the press assistant.
Yeah, unless Ruthy wants to be the press assistant, I don't know the story there now, Ruthy.
Part 2. Number 2.
Part 2.
Let's try
We
to
have to
be-
try
let's
for
try to
part
be
2.
good.
Either way,
And I can both be assistants.
either way, I'm not the point of contact for press situations. So Anna is, and if it's not Anna, Ruthy, it better be you.
Oh, I'm the point of contact? Really? Okay.
I mean, you're better at it than I am. Okay, so I would like one of either you two be the point of contact. So
Okay.
I can. Well,
yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
You know.
I do have a bad habit of not picking up phone numbers that I don't recognize.
Oh, but most companies don't really do that. They want you to contact
It's all
them.
done.
Yeah.
It's all done through email. You have to schmooze, and it worked really well this year
It sure
and
did.
stuff.
Thanks
so,
to Anna. Yay.
Yeah, gotta
Okay.
keep the schmoozing up.
Yeah.
So just schmooze. Got it.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll talk afterwards.
We'll discuss our game plan.
You
But
need
yeah,
to train me.
yeah. So as of this recording, Comic-Con has not announced when they're opening up registration again. Honestly, my guess is not till next year. So we'll see. All right, and that's all I have listed down for October. And thanks for listening. Oh, this is the part where I go. You can find this podcast on Instagram.
Yeah,
So
we
you're
are
bit.
waiting.
Yeah, so you're a bit now.
You can find this podcast on Instagram and Threads at Stuff Junk Show. You can find me, Albert, on Instagram and Threads as well, at Albert5x5.
And my name is Ruthy. You can find me on Instagram at RuthyGrace13 and Ruthy's Cats.
Oh, it's me. Sorry, I was watching football. It's Jiaming. It's me. Social media JIAMINGLLU.
You can find me on social media. And I'm
Good job,
also-
everybody. We're really on top of the game. Our games this week.
I'm going with the bit.
Yeah.
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or on my other show, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge.
Music has been provided by Gloomy June. Updates, contact info, ways to support us, and everything else on the show that's found at whowhatwhereswhy.com. Before we wrap things up, I do want to say that we are not going to have 2 episodes next week. We're only going to do 1 episode, and we're not even going to record it because it's going to be pretty much extra stuff that never made it to the episodes. We're going to take next week off in a sense because it's voting week, and I think all of us are going to be distracted. So
And distressed, depressed, and all of the above.
So yeah. And normally we would record before election, and I don't know how that's going to play out, so I don't want to release an episode talking about it after the fact. So yeah, 1 episode next week, guys. It'll be new stuff that you never heard of before, but that would be it. All right, this was episode 819 of the Stuff and Junk Show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, this podcast has been a Who What Where's Why production.
Catch me up when I'm broke.
Oh, and if there's any confusion, we still have one more episode this week, which will be one more
Oh.
episode this week.
We're not done yet, guys.
Nothing.
We're not done yet.